All right, adults are not the only ones who procrastinate. Kids do it too.
So why especially do kids always want to put things off, and how can we as parents help? Dr. Rebecca Jackson, Vice President of Programs and Outcomes for Brain Balance, is joining us with some insight. Thanks for being here.
Thanks for having me.
I can tell you, Rebecca, that I was sitting at third grade on the kitchen floor doing my Switzerland paper until 3 o'clock in the morning, and my mother looked at me and she said, "This will never happen again." And of course it happened again. Why do kids procrastinate?
Yeah, the reality is we all procrastinate, but some people procrastinate a lot more than others, and kids more than adults. It comes down to how our brain is able to function. The younger we are developmentally, the fewer connections we have in the part of our brain that helps us plan, organize, and execute. So kids have less of an ability to understand things like time management and planning.
So how do we help them? Because it's a big struggle when you're constantly nagging your kids. Come on, you need to do it now. You need to do it now. You need to do it now.
It is. I think a great first step is modeling behaviors in yourself and pointing it out. Our kids learn from us. So a really key strategies to help both adults and kids deal with procrastination is starting with a list. Every night before you go to bed, write down your to-do list of things that you need to get done and give yourselves a deadline, whether it's a time for the next day or a date of when it needs to get done by. Writing it down gets it off your mind so you're less worried about it, and it allows you to plan. And I think the next big key is to start with the things that you like the least first. We always put off the things that take more brain power or energy, or the things that we just don't like doing because it requires more energy and effort on our part. So if you can get those pieces out of the way first, it allows you to just feel good about what you've checked off the list and move on. So if your child hates math and is okay with spelling, start with math. Do it first and get it out of the way.
And you also recommend starting your day with some physical activity that increases their mood and energy levels. Is that true?
Absolutely. You'll hear me talk about the importance of exercise often. When we move our body, it wakes up and engages our brain. And so again, timing is key. If you do some exercise or have your child do some physical activity first, their brain is going to be more primed to focus, have better enhanced memory to get things done. So if there's going to be tasks that your child really dislikes, start with some physical movement and activity first, and then knock the things that they don't like out first.
Okay.
All right, so let's talk about motivation. A lot of times kids are saying, well, what do I get if I do this? And incentives are important, but I always wonder, you don't want to make them think that every time they have to do something, they get a reward.
Yeah, exactly. But, rewards do motivate us, and we could reward in so many different ways. It doesn't have to be, food, toys, gifts. There's joy in crossing something off the list. There's an ability to celebrate, hey, you did something that was hard. And so a reward for a child can be something as simple as spending a few minutes of one-on-one time with them. Kids love our undivided attention. And so think about rewards in terms of a short-term benefit for a child. What can you do to celebrate or acknowledge their achievement right after they did it?
Okay, and you also recommend allowing for mental breaks. Can you talk to us a little bit about that?
Yeah, if I think about my 13-year-old daughter and clean her room, it can take all day for her to clean and organize her room. So if it's a task or chore that we've asked her to do on a Saturday, giving her a chance to take a break, move around, come back and re-engage can help it be a more pleasant experience. And so if it's a longer task, it's okay to take a break, to eat, to move, to do something else, and then come back and re-engage. And again, celebrate and acknowledge the completion of a task.
And face-to-face is better than just sending your kids a text with a list to do?
I mean, it depends on the age. Having something written down is not a bad strategy, but I would have that face-to-face conversation too.
And can you talk to us just quickly about Brain Balance and what you guys do there?
Absolutely. Brain Balance is the nation's leading program in helping to optimize and drive brain performance. What we can see is if a child has any areas of immaturity in their development, it can impact the pathways that we just talked about, things that help us pay attention, plan, and organize. So tasks that can be difficult for everyone can be even more difficult for a child that has areas of immaturity. So Brain Balance works to target those pathways to change the brain so there's less of a struggle going forward. And we have a center right there in Connecticut, as well as a virtual home program.
Excellent. Well, thank you so much for your time. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
Have a great day. Have a great day.
I love a good list, and I love checking stuff off. So
Me
it's good
too.
for us too.
Oh my God, lists are wonderful.
Absolutely. So to learn more about programs at Brain Balance, you can visit brainbalancecenters.com.
So I saw Mr. Robbins was in for me yesterday. He did a great job.
Yes, Mark Robbins was here, and he did a lovely job. You were missed, but we had a great show, and it was
Good.
lots
I'm
of
glad
fun.
I saw some of it.
Oh, good.
Yes, I saw him take a little nap on the couch. It was
Yes, it was National Nap Day yesterday.
I might have to take care of that today myself.
You love your naps.
I do love my naps. Have a great day, everybody.
Eyewitness News at 4 is coming up, and we'll keep an eye to the sky.
Thanks for watching Channel 3 Eyewitness News. Watch us live wherever you are on our mobile, on our streaming news app. And you can also watch us on Roku, Apple TV, and Fire TV.